endorsements for TV and rock stars. The U.S. military expects the younger audience to fully comply.
The Dirty 30 Podcast.
And we're back. The Dirty 30 Podcast, Episode 8. Breaking news. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to be a dad, man. Breaking news. That was good. Yeah, dude, Karen and I, my partner Karen, I'm sure I've talked about her at least once or twice on the podcast. Finally, announced publicly on the intrawebs that, we're expecting a baby next summer.
Yeah.
Spring, May.
Yeah, my baby.
Yeah, dude, so it's been a roller coaster of emotions, really excited, really scared. All the normal stuff. We're first-time parents, but long-time partners, so...
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a journey. We're excited, but that's a pretty big piece of news, I guess, that happened since the last podcast. So why not talk about it on here?
That's huge. That's huge. I feel like I've been a super ninja at keeping a good secret because it's it's not my It's not my news, so it's one of those things that I told my mom.
I appreciate it.
It was one of those things that was me holding on to a secret where I was like, oh, I have to tell somebody. Oh my God. And it was like, I told my mom, just super pumped. Yeah. And I mean, in a weird way too, you guys have actually already talked semi over PlayStation where she's been talking to you through mine. Super funny.
Yeah, I've talked to your mom on PlayStation. That's super tight.
Yeah, dude. That's how life works in 2019, dude. But it's
family first, baby.
It's cool. You had hit me up, and it was like I was at work, and I was just... At first, it was like one of those where midday, if your friend hits you up randomly and you miss the phone call, immediately for me, I think, who died? It's this real fucked up, adult feeling. But then I text you back.
It's the opposite, dude.
No, I know.
Opposite.
I text you back, and you...
we're bringing life into this world, Not...
Oh, I know, dude. It's maybe it's my brain needs to turn a new leaf. But it's one of those things. I hit you back up. I was like, yo, I'll hit you up on my break, all this. And you're like, oh, yeah, dude, no worries. Just hit me up whenever. So then I hit you up. You were still in that, we know, but do I say anything stage? And you're just like, I think I'm going to be a dad. And it was just like, holy shit. That's the fucking dopest news ever. And yeah, it was a way better feeling than anything I was thinking going into that phone call. So,
yeah, man, you're always one of the first people I call in those situations. It's like, damn, I don't know who to talk to right now. It's like, I'm going to hit up Cheyne. Dude, whether he's in town or whether he's fucking 1,000 miles away, hit up the homeboy.
That's what's up. I'm pumped as fuck. And, it's this other side of me that I immediately got kind of bummed in the situation. And the reason being is that you guys can't name your child Chunk because you already named your dog Chunk. And I'm fucking bummed on that because it would have been good. That would have been good.
I mean, if we really wanted to, we could change the dog's name and steal it. You know what I mean? But that's not making the short list, I don't think.
It's just good.
That's a good one.
I mean,
well, while we're on the subject of babies, Shane and I also made a baby this week in the form of a trap beat.
Oh yeah,
exclusively for the Your Mom's House podcast.
Us as babies too, to the mommies themselves,
to the mommies themselves, absolutely. And if I must say myself, it's pretty fuego and quite the banger. I mixed it and mastered it and made it sound all pretty, and Cheyne fucking had some of the initial ideas and instrumentation in there that I don't know, dude. It's just hot fire of an idea, and already it seems to be getting some pretty good feedback. So if you guys missed it, we released it actually as its own episode on the podcast app, so it's already on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Yeah,
if you guys want to check it out,
it'll be up on Apple, actual Apple Music, iTunes. You'll be able to get it on TikTok pretty soon, which is pretty epic and full circle, because if you listen to this track, and actually we'll play it at the very end of this episode, we'll play it for you guys. We'll kind of outro with it. But the sound clips used are actually from TikTok. So the fact that you'll now be able to listen to this song on TikTok is insane. That it's good, but
Yeah, so the actual video itself is a clip from your mom's house, essentially, of a blood gang member talking about how he's not a false blood. So the title of the track is False Blood. Yeah, and he throws out the battle cry. He throws out lots of terminology along with some controversial
a lot of big words.
verbiage, and a lot of big words that also Cheyne and I do not use in our everyday language, but we're happy to sample and put on top of a fat trap beat.
All the vocals you hear in that nasty, nasty trap song are not us. It's we have Brian Simpson, the comedian, awesome, funny guy. We have Tom Segura in there, who is one of the hosts of Your Mom's House podcast with Christina.
Yeah, kind of King Mommy. Yeah.
And then other than that, it's just the blood. It's just the blood doing what he does. And do woo.
What he does best.
Do
Sue
woo.
wooing.
Big word.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was fun to make, but already, like I said, it's been getting some pretty good feedback, even from the people that we sampled in the video. So that's pretty tight.
Right.
I love the internet.
Josh Potter liked it, and honestly, that's fucking hilarious to me.
Hey, if the cockroach says it's fuego, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably pretty fuego.
That's what I'm saying. But let's do it. November 18th, dude. It's a beautiful day. It's beautiful. Well, it's kind of actually gloomy, rainy. It's kind of rainy season up here, but November 18th is feeling good, man. On this day, too, we've got all kinds of stuff happen. I mean, all kinds of stuff happened on this day.
It's kind of outrageous.
I mean, if you were Metallica, I'd pick today to release Reload. That's what I'd do. 1997. Killing it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I don't know.
How about 2001? ABC aired Britney Spears' first TV concert, Britney Spears Live from Las Vegas, where ultimately she'd end up for close to a decade.
Hit me, baby, one more time. Dude,
Yeah, baby.
that's what's up. If it were 1990 and I were Paul McCartney's birth certificate, I would sell for $18,000 in a fucking auction.
Beatles hit. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
That's just insane. The fact that one, why'd he sell his birth certificate? Two, $18,000. Like, who comes up with that number for a birth certificate? Like, who just stopped at 18,000 after already spending that much? I don't know. It just seems kind of weird.
All right, 1995, we got the Rolling Stones became the first act to broadcast a major concert on the internet.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's pretty significant. I'd say 1995. That was a long time ago. I don't know how bandwidth allowed that at the time, but fucking good on you, the Rolling Stones.
Right.
Fucking Mick Jagger and Keith Richards
Hell
still
yeah.
shaking their tails.
Then, I mean, we can kind of wrap these little ones up in like 2005. Personally, fucking love this movie. I love it. I'm not even being sarcastic right here. Walk the Line opened in theaters. Dude, Johnny Cash. I mean, love the dude, but that was just Joaquin Phoenix, man. That was another one of his epic roles that he, and he's obviously got a ton of hype right now for being the Joker, but dude, he killed it in that
Joaquin.
movie.
My favorite thing Joaquin's ever done was that documentary about him becoming a rapper.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, was it him that watched his brother die on Sunset Strip? Or
Oh,
who was
no.
that?
Shit. Well, yeah, River Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was going to be your favorite thing he's ever done. Oh,
No, dude.
oh
That's
shit.
fucked up.
Too soon. Oh, man. Well, let's bring it up a little bit. Owen Wilson turns 50 today. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. That's pretty tight.
Yeah, dude.
What other birthdays we got here? We got, Big Papi, David Ortiz. Happy birthday, David.
David, feliz cumpleaños.
Feliz cumpleaños, David.
He's 43 today. Hey, honestly, he's a lot older than I thought he'd be. That doesn't even make it sound weird, but a little bit older than I thought.
He had a lot of years in the MLB.
Right? Mike Epps. Mike Epps is epic, dude. He's 48 today. It's
He's
crazy that
hilarious,
he's
man.
older than David Ortiz.
Yeah.
Maybe
Him
it's
and the next
steroids.
Friday.
Steroids really do age you too, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do.
Big Papi, sorry
Get
about
ya. Oh, look who else it is. Rift. Kirk Hammett, 56 years old.
Oh,
riffs.
Dude, he's got sickest riffs too. Yeah, 56. Hell yeah. But I mean, back in the day when he soloed before they all cut their hair and shit, dude, he was sick.
Oh yeah.
He still is sick. Don't get me wrong. He does the Sharks like they'll play like the national anthem on guitar sometimes in the playoffs for the Sharks because they're all from Bay Area.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll root for him. But hey, this one's for this is gonna be a really, really far Hail Mary of a call right now. But if Tim's nephews listen to this, this one's for you guys. This one's for you guys. Our boy Johnny Christ, bass player for Avenged Sevenfold, 34 today. 34. I know you guys fucking
that's for you
love
guys.
that band. And if you guys are listening, they're old enough to listen to this now. So that's what's tripping me out here. Is that a podcast is normal to them.
Probably a little too much information, but whatever.
Whatever.
I'm just kidding. Keep listening. You might learn a thing or two.
On that note, too, 1978, Jim Jones, the U.S. pastor, the Jonestown cult dude. Drink the Kool-Aid. Yeah, he committed suicide at 47.
And it didn't happen a day too soon, if you ask me. That guy was a piece of shit.
That guy was a piece of shit. I mean, drink the Kool-Aid. But, you know, let's be real. I've drank the Kool-Aid. I drink the Kool-Aid all the time when it comes to these guilty pleasures. Musical guilty pleasures.
That was a good request from a friend of ours, Chris Jackson. Shout out him that a list of should consist of guilty pleasures music-wise. So Cheyne and I put some thought into it and put together what we think is a pretty funny list.
I mean, this is another kind of dark feeling I got for myself was pretty much everything I listen to now is a guilty pleasure. It's all that's all I listen to is like all the things that used to be my guilty pleasures are just my normal playlist now. But whatever.
That's fucking cool. I mean, for me, it's like with streaming services, Apple Music, I use on my phone, integrated into my OS. I can just go down wormholes listening to a song that reminds me, I hear a bass line that reminds me of another song, and then I just end up down wormholes to where I thought about it. Like, what are stuff that I end up like in those wormholes navigating to that I wouldn't necessarily like advertise publicly? Not even that I'm embarrassed. I don't really give a shit. Music is music. I can enjoy different music when I'm in different moods. But let's say the first one I have on there is Kiss. I think just my entire life it's kind of been a guilty pleasure because I always got made fun of for fucking liking Kiss, you know? And I don't know, man. Something about that band. Call it nostalgia, call it what you will. But like, you know, when I was at a real fucked up age in my life, I listened to a lot of Kiss. So I still listen to them today. Like, you know, it's certain songs. Some of their songs suck. Yeah, I can objectively as a musician say it's not nothing crazy, you know, but
No, I gotcha.
Just music that existed at the right time in life, I guess.
It's funny that you say that too, because it's like they're not necessarily the same time frame, but in the same time frame at points for sure. But I find myself still putting on like Striper, like, and it's like you were saying, like I honestly all I use is Apple Music. I downloaded Spotify again and shit because of the podcast and being able to lurk our own shit. But
Striper.
you like that? You're laughing at me on Striper, dude. The hell with the devil. You know?
Hell. That's epic, dude.
But yeah, I find myself listening to fucking full album shit. It's weird. But yeah, I put on Striper the other day. Whatever.
I got this one. This one's not really a guilty pleasure because they were a pretty epic band for their time, but Supertramp. For some reason, dude. I've been listening to a lot of Supertramp recently.
You remember when Big Worm used to play that shit on piano like everywhere we went on tour back in the day? You can play fucking what was that song called? Oh man, I forget the name of the actual song.
Take a look at my girlfriend. Yeah. She's the only one I got. Breakfast in America.
Breakfast in America.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a good call, dude. Supertramp's funny as fuck.
Yeah, that whole album is actually really fucking good musically. I don't know. I always end up listening to them and Queen when I'm going down those rabbit holes. Queen's definitely not a guilty pleasure, especially now during their post-film resurgence. But like them and Queen, I correlate together as musicians and bands. You know?
No, that's a good call. One of my favorite guilty pleasures, and this is one that honestly, like, I think I just like the energy of the music. They just happen to have a female singer, and when you're a 6'3" beardy dude like myself, it just fucking comes off weird. But I fucking love Paramore. Paramore, seriously,
Yeah.
I think it sounds like a bunch of hardcore writing pop punk, which I'm pretty sure it is. That one dude was just like,
Yeah.
it's just tight. It's like
You could hear it in the music.
it's like them, fucking Fall Out Boy, Blink 182, like all these bands. I love these. These are
Yeah.
my shits. So guilty pleasures, I can say that, but do me.
All right, I'm gonna throw one more out there. Mariachi music.
I mean,
It's a
I
guilty pleasure of
Mariachi
mine.
El Bronx. No guilt in that one. Oh, we saw them live. That was fucking epic.
Also, shout out Metalachi.
Ooh.
Seen them before as well.
Yeah.
But something about mariachi music, I don't know if you like just close your eyes and look up at the skies, and if you just listen closely, you might just be able to hear the sounds.
Oh my god.
Oh, baby. Looking forward to it every time.
You know it. Just like every episode, we are just brought together the glue to our popsicle sticks. This is that Michelada minute. It's Michelada
Cheers
time.
to you, my friend.
I'm not nearly as hungover. Actually, I'm not hungover at all. I got a lot of rest last night. But last episode, I was looking so forward to the single sip. Right now, I'm not hungover, so this is actually a tasteful sip. It's a wonderful, got a good spice to it right now. It's not just kicking off the alcohol that's still in me.
A nice aroma.
Oh, yeah. But
All right,
dude,
let's hop into listener questions.
let's do it. Yeah, let's enjoy these micheladas over some listener questions for sure. Let's kick it off, dude. This one's just right off the bat. How would the world be different if our butt cracks were horizontal instead of vertical?
Whoa, what a fucked up question. Who asked that? It doesn't matter, I guess. That's a crazy thought exercise. How would the world be different?
Probably
I guess?
just the bowl. It'd be more of like a Hey Arnold head that we sit on in the toilet.
Okay.
I'm trying to really think about that, and wiping.
Maybe pants would be shaped differently.
Wiping would
Like-
be weird. Yeah, what would a big old nice butt look like if it was more like a football?
Yeah. Different people would have different size ass cracks, so their hips would be wider depending on how big their ass
Ooh,
crack
yeah,
was.
when I dip, you dip, we dip, dude. Oh.
Yeah, dude. That's a
Oof.
weird thought exercise. All right. How about this one? Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Honestly, yes. I think, okay, my favorite, I can name this right now. I thought about this one recently. Not even in relation to this question, but in Long Beach, what was it? Broadway Pizza right there by Karen used to work at Stave Bar.
At the stave?
Yeah, so Broadway Pizza right there. Pineapple, pepperoni, jalapeno, and black olive. I had that specific pizza there, and it was so goddamn good. It was a lot of toppings. It was each slice was pretty filling, but oh my god.
I think this is an appropriate answer to the question. Is when it comes to does pineapple belong on pizza, it's whatever the fuck anybody wants to put on their pizza belongs on pizza.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I truly believe. And if you don't eat pineapple on your pizza, you have no right to tell anybody else how to live their goddamn lives. So, of course, pineapple belongs on pizza. And if you don't think it does belong on pizza, then keep that shit to your goddamn self.
Oh, preach. If we could drop these mics, I'd drop it, but mine's on a stand, so I can't. But imagine just that mic hitting the ground right there. Straight up.
Yeah, dude.
Straight up. You mentioned him earlier, Chris Jackson, and someone that we got to be able to grow with and shit was Chris Jackson at a place like Hoagie Bar Michael's. It's like the biggest shithole in the fucking world now that I'm an adult and I think about it. But it was the only place where you'd find like $100 in the parking lot. You could find fucking everything weird. You could fucking casually smoke weed inside if no one caught you. We went to so many shows. We played so many shows there. But what was your favorite Hoagie's moment?
I've thought about it for the past 30 seconds since you brought this question up, and I think I got it. And not a lot of people are going to relate to this because I have a very unique perspective when it comes to Hoagie Bar Michael's because I worked there for 3+ years. My favorite Hoagie's moment is when I got so pissed off at the owner for not paying me my paycheck that I threatened to beat the fuck out of him in his office if he didn't open up the safe and give me the cash on the spot.
Oh, team, I'm
And-
sorry, team.
Yeah. And then I got my paycheck that night, and that was a very vindicating moment. I'm not the only person that can say that they did that, but I'm one of very few.
I love that. Honestly, I like to block that whole place out of my mind. Or, I don't know, maybe my favorite was on my 20th birthday. I was drinking there, and the bartender thought I was finally 21, so she asked to see my ID, and then looked at it and goes, "Wait, you're just now 20?" And it was like, yeah. And this was after she had already served me like all the alcohol.
Yeah. Insane.
But I don't know.
Absolutely insane.
But we drank a lot there. But we had a lot of friends there that didn't drink at all. And actually, they were straight edge. Some of those friends, Tori. Tori's also our straight edge correspondent for this episode's strain of the episode. So let's kick it over for the strain of the episode.
The strain of the episode.
What's good? It's your straight edge homie bringing you that Blue Dream, a sativa dominant hybrid originating in California, has achieved legendary status among West Coast strains. Crossing blueberry with haze, Blue Dream balances full body relaxation with gentle cerebral invigoration. Novice and veteran consumers enjoy the level effects of Blue Dream, which ease you gently into a calm euphoria. With a sweet berry aroma redolent of its blueberry parent, Blue Dream delivers swift symptom relief without heavy sedative effects. This makes Blue Dream a popular daytime medicine for patients treating pain, depression, nausea, and other ailments requiring a high THC strain. Effects include being happy, euphoric, creative, uplifting, and relaxed. Enjoy Blue Dream.
Thank you very much, Tori, for this week's rendition of Strain of the Episode.
Blue Dream.
Oh, man, that was a good one, dude. That was a really good one. I love how sensual he sounded.
Oh, he turned me on, and it's funny the fact that happened because Blue Dream is apparently too like a natural like aphrodisiac kind of weed. It's apparently like gets you real horny, which I don't like sativas, so I ain't even gonna try. But
It fit very well, and thank you very much to our buddy Tori for the read this week. We're trying to mix it up, have different straight edge folks read on this episode as long as they're comfortable for obviously talking about weed. So I don't know if any of you guys got any straight edge friends out there, send them our way. We could use their services.
yeah, because on that note, you're gonna notice that it might just be like 2 or 3 people for a while, just jumbled around. Because
But that's going to work great, though. We appreciate it.
yeah, I don't know that many straight edge people anymore. Not that I don't know any straight edge people, just everyone's sold out. So
Yeah, well, you know who's not straight edge or never was straight edge? The person who we want to party with from the past.
Andre Renee Rousimov, also known as Andre the Giant. You baby, Andre the Giant.
Who doesn't want to party with this guy?
I thought about this a lot too recently because I find that I just wear so much Obey from when Cole worked at Obey that I just I bought so much shit at one time that all my like random work shirts that I can get dirty and shit are just that. So I see his face a lot. And it made me just think, dude. It made me think about the shit that he's done. I remember watching that documentary a while back, but there's
Yeah, he's kind of a party legend.
yeah,
Like, he really is.
It's like, okay, I wasn't as big into wrestling as a lot of people were. Like, I think professional wrestling is hilarious. Like, it's fucking
Oh, I was.
great to watch.
When I was a kid.
No, and
I was.
It's dope. But, I was born in 87, so unfortunately I wasn't able to watch the WrestleMania in 87 where Hulk body slammed him or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen the replays, and they're insane. But, dude, this motherfucker, when he quit drinking, apparently he still drank 5 bottles of wine at dinner. He rang up
Yeah, that was...
a $40,000 bar tab. Dude.
That's insane.
If
Jesus Christ.
we could have been at that table, though, like,
Yeah. And this was over a month-long period. He raked up that bar tab while shooting The Princess Bride, which is obviously one of his legendary roles in film history. One of the best comedy movies ever made. But yeah, over a month's time, this dude racked up a goddamn fucking $40,000 bar tab, dude.
Dude.
Damn, dude. That's like a fucking more... Especially at the time that movie was filmed, that was like more than the medium wage income for sure in the country that he spent at a bar in a month.
Anybody want a peanut?
Anybody want a peanut?
Imagine just like pushing the door open and walking in. But this, I thought this was pretty cool because this is just like in a single ride. So on a 747 going to Tokyo, he drank the entire plane dry. Granted, think about how small a mini bottle would look in his hand. Think about how small that would look.
Well, a regular can in his hand looked like a mini bottle, but he drank 119 beers in 6 hours, documented. One time, dude. That is insane.
Yeah, dude.
All I'd want to do is to try to keep up with him for like 2 hours.
Right.
That would be what partying with Andre in the past would be like. Is like,
yeah,
if I could keep up with this dude drink for 2 hours, I would probably not remember anything that happened for a day and a half after that, but that 2 hours would be epic.
Right. This was pretty cool to me is that I'm like the small side of 6'3". I know you're like the large side of like 6'3", small side of 6'4". He was 7'4". We've always been the big dudes like in the room. Like imagine partying with a dude that was a full foot taller than us. Holy shit. I want to do that, dude. I want to do that.
Damn,
for sure.
Dude.
Unfortunately,
well, there's also this one. This is just adds to his lore. One time he drank 40 vodka tonics. Bobby the Brain Heenan had a memoir and or a tell-all or whatever, and had a drinking story with him while they were in Kansas City, Missouri, at a hotel bar, and ended up downing 40 vodka tonics in one night, one sitting. That's fucking insane, dude.
That's what's up. Here's a couple random ones. In this, he grew up so fast at one point that his parents didn't even recognize him. And
Jesus,
that's like fucking insane.
Like overnight, he grew fucking 3 years,
right?
Well, let's see. He wore a back brace under his singlet. Yeah, definitely had some issues. He ended up dying pretty early on and tragically from like gigantism. He had the disease
and heart or something.
Yeah, his heart was big. Kind of his ticker gave out.
He literally died from having a big heart. Oh,
that's
man.
sweet. Yeah, and probably fucking putting his livers through lots of stress.
Honestly, just on the note of putting our livers through lots of stress, one thing that I really want to touch on this episode before we wrap everything up is that this is the road to Buffalo. We're going to be putting our livers in stress, especially you got the kid coming, you got all this stuff. We got to get a lot of this partying out of the way now. We got to just get this shit done. No more fucking around. So Buffalo, New York, we're going to be there in fucking 1 month. Essentially less than a month. Or shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's a couple weeks away. But I just wanted to throw out some shinfo. Buffalo is known as the largest flour milling city in the world. Duh. Fuck. I'm pumped. I am pumped to go there. They also, with Thanksgiving coming up, they have a turkey trot where it is the longest continuously running run race ever. 1896 that shit started. Just some shinfo for you. Something I'm going to be doing over the next couple episodes is throwing out some Buffalo shinfo. Shinfo standing for shitty info.
The Bills won yesterday too, so that's cool for them.
Dude, Buffalo Bills have been killing it, man. I'm going to a Sabres game out there too. I'm pumped for Buffalo. I am pumped.
Yeah, I am too. I am too.
And
we got some special things for you guys when we get to Buffalo.
Oh my God, dude.
We've already discussed plans to obviously bring some equipment out there so we can make sure that we document some things, and we're not going to spill the beans or release any spoilers for you guys. You're going to have to wait, but we got some cool stuff lined up.
I'm excited. But man,
yeah, dude. Well,
that being said,
I guess
let's just wrap this up, dude. Let's wrap this up with our boy.
Well, you guys know how we always wrap up every episode with a quote from the God himself, fucking our main man Jeff Goldblum. who, by the way, just released a new show on Disney Plus, and wow, it's hot fire, dude. There's only one episode or two episodes out now, but it's pretty much like Anthony Bourdain with Jeff Goldblum. And
Disney Plus.
what of a saint of a human that he is. So Jeff Goldblum will leave you guys with this. I don't go to these places where there are belly dancers and this and that. Jeff Goldblum.
Enjoy the song.
Can you get somebody to turn this into a trap beat?
Announcement goes out to all you bitch ass niggas that motherfucker claim that I'm a false blood. Bitch, call me out and see if I'm a motherfucking false blood. You niggas don't work no wreck. Sue, bitch ass niggas. You niggas don't work no wreck. Sue, bitch ass nigga, bitch ass nigga, bitch ass nigga, bitch ass nigga. Suwu, bitch ass nigga.
You want to hear it in slow motion? Okay.
Ass niggas.
Thanks for listening to the Dirty 30 podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe on all platforms, and you can follow us at TDTPcast.